think it's funny. And looking from the outside, I can't imagine what else it could be. That anyone might fear. Anything as harmless as a hat is comical. Truly, I live in constant dread of even seeing anything other than hair on a head. Any head. Some people have phobias for spiders. Me, it's hats. In my world, there exists nothing more horrendous than millinery. I have no other cares. I am financially comfortable and can hide at will from anything I choose, save at night, my dream's lord. I had one. A few days ago it began pleasantly. In the Highlands I was being driven in the grounds of our castle. The horses trotted nicely. A lovely lass by the road wanted a lift and climbed up beside me, and I'll spare you the detail except to say her fingers were taking an active interest in my sporran, which I admit I delighted in not discouraging. Then, I don't know how, I was seated in a barber's chair with her stood behind, playing with my hair. I have lost, as you can see, most of it from worrying about you know what. She was tickling the little tuft I have left, bending down, pressing her bosoms around it, joking how we could graft some of her own, and she did have lovely copper locks. Then somehow it was moonlight and she invited me upstairs for a nightcap. I was looking down, explaining the purpose behind sporrans, because she was from Kent, and I looked up at her to ask her where in Kent, and she saw on her head the most terrifying black bonnet. Lord, I woke up screaming so loudly I must have precipitated a premature dawn chorus. It couldn't have been later than 11 in the evening. It's quite as bad in real life. The other day I was walking past the stables and there was a sudden downpour, and I caught sight of my groom rushing for shelter, wearing a hat he'd fashioned from a newspaper, and in a moment I was flat on my back in the mud. My legs gave way. In fact, my entire bottom half sort of disappears from under me. Lord, you will not believe the number of doctors and analysts I've consulted over the years, and witches. I know I don't look all of my years. The condition, you see, has stunted my growth. I am actually 72. A war child, would you believe? The most plausible theory is my brain confounds hats and helmets. Theories are all very well. You're looking at a lady's bonnet from an English comic postcard dated 1882 and a view of Loch Lomond in Scotland. And you're listening to a washing cycle. Yes. And some sort of ambient music.